Alright, we got a bunch of Pokemon Go news that we need to cover. First, there's going to be a community day featuring the Pokemon Rowlet in the month of January. This is of course going to be the very first community day of 2024, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. We also have a pair of paid timed research tickets in the Pokeshop right now, and I wanted to go over whether or not these tickets are worth buying. Alright, so with that said, let's get right into it. Okay, how's it going everyone? It's me, it's Kanchinsula. I hope you're having a good day and welcome to today's Pokemon Go video. First, we gotta talk about Rowlet Community Day. This is of course a community day that a lot of players were aware of because of some leaks a couple of months ago, but I'm still really excited about it. I think there's a lot of things that Niantic is doing that is going to be really good, and there's also a couple of surprises as well, and I'm actually really excited about this. I think Niantic is starting off 2024 on the right foot with this community day. I am a little bit skeptical, of course, but I really do think that the way that Niantic is handling this particular community day, it's going to be really good moving forward. So yeah, let's talk about the details for this event. Rowlet Community Day is going to be happening on Saturday, January 6, 2024 from 2:00 p.m. to 5:00 p.m. local time. The featured Pokemon is of course going to be Rowlet. There's going to be a bunch of Rowlet spawns all around, and the shiny rate is going to be increased as well. Now, when you fully evolve Rowlet to Decidueye, you're going to get the Charge Attack Frenzy Plant. This is a very powerful grass type attack, and I do think that it's going to elevate this Pokemon to new levels. Now, it's also going to be getting a brand new Charge Attack, and it's going to be Spirit Shackle, which is going to be available on Decidueye starting this community day. Something of note is that this move is not going to be an exclusive move. You can pretty much get this move with TMs after this community day ends, and that's going to be a pretty big deal because I do predict that it's going to be a very powerful move for the Go Battle League. Now, during this community day, there's going to be a $1 paid timed research story that you could purchase in the Pokeshop. This ticket is always worth it, in my opinion. You do get yourself way more than $1 worth of premium items, and you get a whole bunch of spawns of these spotlighted Pokemon as well. They are something worth buying if you are willing to spend the money, and I do think it's going to elevate this event for those who participate. Now, on top of this community day featuring a starter Pokemon, we're also going to be getting the highly coveted 3x Stardust bonus during this event. We're also going to be getting 2 times the amount of candy for catching Pokemon, and for trainers who are level 31 and up, they're going to have double the chance at Candy XL when they catch Pokemon. You're also going to get lure modules and incense lasting for 3 hours, and if you take snapshots, you're going to get extra spawns of the community day Pokemon. You're also going to be able to do one additional special trade during this event, and the trade cost will be reduced by 50%. Now, as per the standard of recent community days, we're going to be getting bonus raid battles starting at 5:00 p.m. until 10:00 p.m. local time. When you complete these raids, you're going to get bonus spawns of the community day Pokemon. In the case of this community day, we're going to have Dartrix in 4-star raids, and defeating these raids will give you a whole bunch of Rowlet spawns in that area. If you want to participate in these raids, make sure you prepare a team of counters up against Dartrix because these 4-star raids are actually pretty difficult. Do not underestimate them if you want the extended bonus hours. Now, during this event, we are of course going to be getting special field research tasks that's going to award you with Rowlet, Stardust, Ultra Balls, and additional items. There's also going to be Pokestop showcases featuring the Pokemon Rowlet, so if you end up getting any XXL versions of Rowlet, then make sure you hold on to them, because this is a great way for you to pick up a lot of the best rewards. We are, of course, going to be getting an Ultra Community Day box in the Pokeshop and also the web store, and I think these are not necessarily that worth it, because they typically give you a bunch of items that you could pretty much get for free, and sometimes they may include an Elite Charge TM or an Elite Fast TM. Both of those items you can also get for free by doing the Go Battle League, so I don't necessarily think these boxes are ever worth it, so I would forgo on purchasing any of them. Alright, so now with that out of the way, let's talk about these paid timed research tickets. With the start of the Winter Holiday Part 1 event, we got 2 paid timed research tickets get added to the Pokeshop. These 2 paid timed research tickets give you 2 completely different things. Both of them, of course, have a lot of various Pokemon encounters, but in general, they're going to be purchased for 2 very different reasons. Alright, let's first talk about the $2 paid timed research ticket, which is going to be called Winter Holiday Part 1 and 2. This is going to be a ticket that will award you a bunch of premium raid passes, as well as encounters with Holiday Psyduck, which is of course going to be featured in part 2, so don't think of it as an exclusive Pokemon to this paid timed research. The first part is going to require you to catch 10 Pokemon, which is going to award you with an encounter with Seatotal. Catch 20 Pokemon and you're going to get yourself an encounter with Sneasel. Catch 30 Pokemon for Galarian Darumaka, catch 40 Pokemon for Holiday Spheal, and then use 10 berries to help catch Pokemon for a Holiday Pikachu, and then if you use 20 berries to help catch Pokemon, you're going to get an encounter with Holiday Stantler. Now, if you catch 4 different species of Ice-type Pokemon, you're going to get an encounter with Holiday Hat Eevee, and if you catch 6 different species of Ice Pokemon, you're going to get Cryogonal, and then catch 8 different species of Ice Pokemon will award you with Armara, and then when you catch 10 different species of Ice-type Pokemon, you're going to get an encounter with Holiday Glaceon. Now, out of all of these rewards, it's the costume Pokemon that are definitely going to matter. Holiday Glaceon in particular, that is a Pokemon that is currently exclusive to raid battles, so rather than spending a raid pass to get that Pokemon, you could just do this paid timed research and get an encounter that way. Now, there's also going to be part 2 of this paid timed research, and it's basically going to be mostly the same. When you catch 10 Pokemon, you're going to get an encounter with Seatotal. When you catch 20 Pokemon, you're going to get an encounter with Sneasel. When you catch 30 Pokemon, you're going to get an encounter with Galarian Darumaka. When you catch 40 Pokemon, you're going to get Holiday Cubchoo. Now when you use 10 berries to help catch Pokemon, you will get Holiday Attire Pikachu, and then when you use 20 berries to help catch Pokemon, you're going to get Holiday Delibird. When you catch 4 different species of Ice-type Pokemon, you're going to get an encounter with Holiday Hat Eevee, and then when you catch 6 different species of Ice-type Pokemon, you're going to get Cryogonal. And when you catch 8 different species of Ice-type Pokemon, you're going to get Armara, and then just like part 1, you're going to get an encounter with Holiday Glaceon when you catch 10 different species of Ice-type Pokemon. Now, the meta rewards for both these parts are going to be exactly the same. You're going to get an encounter with Holiday Psyduck, and then 2 premium battle passes, as well as 5,000 experience. That's pretty insane. You're basically going to be getting 2 encounters of Holiday Psyduck, with the potential of it being shiny. You're also going to get 4 premium battle passes in total, and then you're going to get 10,000 experience. This is actually pretty worth it in my opinion. It's only $2, so it's basically 2 Community Day paid timed research tickets, and you're going to be getting a whole bunch of costume Pokemon with the potential of them being shiny. And then of course the raid passes alone are going to be worth the ticket itself. Next, let's talk about the $5 Frosty Festivities paid timed research. This research is going to be broken down into 4 steps. The first step is going to require you to spend 10 Pokestops for a Holiday Cubchoo, catch 25 Ice-type Pokemon for a Holiday Spheal, and then make 20 Curveball throws for a Holiday Attire Pikachu. The rewards for completing this step is going to be a Galarian Mr. Mime encounter and a new pose for your trainer character. It's going to be your character drinking a cup of hot chocolate, so I do think it's going to be pretty unique and very much aligned with the theme of this event. Now for step 2, you're going to be required to use 20 berries to help catch Pokemon for a Holiday Stantler encounter, and then you're going to need to transfer 25 Pokemon for a Holiday Delibird encounter, and then you're going to catch 30 Ice-type Pokemon for a Holiday Hat Eevee. The meta rewards for this step is going to be a Lapras encounter and 3 Silver Pinap berries. Now, for step 3, you're going to be required to make 30 Curveball throws for a Holiday Cubchoo, send 10 gifts to friends for a Holiday Spheal, catch 40 Ice-type Pokemon for a Holiday Attire Pikachu, and then the meta rewards is going to be Holiday Glaceon and an Incense. And then finally, for the 4th and final step, you're going to be required to transfer 30 Pokemon for a Holiday Stantler, explore 5 kilometers for a Holiday Delibird, and then catch 50 Ice-type Pokemon for a Holiday Hat Eevee. And then the final rewards are going to be a Holiday Psyduck, as well as a regular incubator. Also keep in mind that when you purchase this $5 ticket, you're going to get a 2 times candy for catching Pokemon bonus during both parts of the winter holiday event. Both of these tickets are only going to be available starting Monday, December 18th from 10 o'clock a.m. local time until Sunday, December 31st at 8 o'clock p.m. local time. And the research itself is going to be available during those times as well. So even when you purchase these tickets, you will have a limited time to complete them, which I don't necessarily agree with, but that is how Niantic has it set up. Also, big shout out to LeakDuck for both of these infographics. So yeah, what are my thoughts regarding these 2 tickets? Well, I personally think that they are worth it to some degree. If you're someone who cares about the aesthetics of your trainer character, then yes, the $5 ticket is actually going to be worth it because you're going to be getting some exclusive poses, and those poses are actually pretty cool. But when it comes to the $2 ticket, I think that ticket actually holds a lot more value. You're going to be getting 4 raid passes for the price of $2. Typically, raid passes go for a conversion rate of about 100 Pokecoins each. So that means you're getting $4 worth of premium items on top of all those Pokemon spawns for just $2, and I think that's a pretty good deal. But yeah, you should not ignore the double candy bonus with the $5 ticket. I think that is a nice little addition, but I would also argue that something like that should have been a part of the event rather than something you pay for. I really do not like that precedent that Niantic is now going into. Like, the fact that they're charging for these sort of bonuses rather than just simply including them into the events, that is not really good, and I'm really concerned about the future of Pokemon Go when it comes to these sort of in-game events. Are they going to start charging for these seasonal bonuses? Like, that is something that could potentially happen. So tread carefully. If you buy this ticket, you might be supporting a system that is going to be egregious in the future. But yeah, in any case, that's going to be it for this video. I just wanted to share some of my thoughts regarding these paid timed research tickets, as well as the community day that we're going to be getting at the beginning of next year. I'm really excited for that one, at least. Like, I do think there's going to be a lot of good things in the year 2024, but we'll just have to wait and see. Like, obviously Niantic has had a bad track record, but I'm really hoping they bounce back. But in any case, let me know your thoughts regarding everything that I talked about down below. Are you looking forward to Rowlet Community Day? Are you going to purchase these paid timed research tickets? I would love to know why and why not down below, and let's have a great discussion. And thank you so much for making it to this point in the video. If you ended up enjoying it and found it to be insightful, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if it's your first time here. And don't forget that little bell so you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And I want to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support my channel in any way, big or small, then make sure you go and check out the links in the description below. For all my patrons, they get a permanent spot on my in-game friends list. So if you want to interact with me in some way within Pokemon Go, like with remote raids or the friendship system, then make sure you go and check out my Patreon. Also, if you want to support my channel without spending any money, you could always do so by following me on social media. My handle is @CountJinsula. I'm on these following platforms right here. Alright, and that's going to be it. I'm Count Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch y'all later.